guys, to start off the stream today, we have our console roster, and they're here to shed some light on their experience playing Fortnite on console. They've been competing with PC players and placing pretty well. So we got Grifs, commonly referred to as the godfather of the NA East console scene, and the Console Champion Cup Trios finals.
MrGrifs.
We have Dashh, the PlayStation Cup winner, who also just placed in both the PC, NA East, and NA West Solo Cash Cup on console. Absolutely ridiculous. And Secruitt, who made money on both NA East and NA West PlayStation Cash Cup.
I want to add that Dashh is pretty much like undoubtedly the best console player right now, and that's not even a question at this point.
Facts. That's facts.
Thanks, bro. I don't know. I appreciate it.
No, you do know, you moron.
Yeah, we have a pretty stacked roster, don't we?
Hey, wait, we got some more coming too, bro. Just saying.
Ooh, on the down low. Okay. All right, so the first question is going to be for Grifs. What do you practice on console? How does someone get involved in your scrims, and what do you do to prepare for like the console cash cups?
Yeah, so I'm running with Cartoon Paul. He's kind of taken a step back recently, so it's sort of just been me, but we run the biggest place for console practice on NA East, and honestly for NA West too, because there's no practice for NA West right now, and honestly EU's kind of shambles too, so we're really the only active console practice server.
So how do they get involved in that?
So I mean it's just an open scrim server, so you can do !Discord in my Twitch. There's some, I mean, you could DM me too, or literally anyone that's staff in there too, and I can just send you an invite. But it's we got about 16,000 members, and we run scrims every single day. And yeah, that's just the best practice leading up to Console Champ Cup, which is duos. So we do duo scrims right now.
Nice.
And also like a week and a half leading up to PlayStation Cup, we do solos just to give people the best practice possible for all those tournaments.
That all sounds good. What do you guys think is the main difference between console tournaments and PC tournaments? Do you like notice a difference in play immediately? Is it like, you know, more stacked end games? Is it about the same, but just like with maybe not as talented players overall? Like, what do you guys think is the main difference? And
I remember talking to Dashh about that. So Dashh, you want to like talk about it, at least from like this weekend, bro? You experienced it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's definitely like Surge is harder. The overall like average like skill level of players is definitely a lot higher. Console, like, you know, I feel like there's a lot less practice, you know. I mean, Grifs, you run, but like that's about it.
Yeah, no, PC definitely has a lot more places, like in terms of like steps to becoming like a pro. There's a lot of servers ranging from like open, then you have prac. I mean, there's like a bunch of things. And dude, the one thing I noticed in like PC tournaments, bro, compared to console kids, it's like much harder on controller compared to keyboard and mouse to aim from like far away. So I feel like I get tagged so much more like from like 200 300 meters away. I don't know if that's like something that you guys notice too, bro, but that's like one of the most annoying things for me going to like PC tournaments.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I'd probably say like so I mean, yeah, obviously like PC definitely, like I feel like it's way harder for like Surge. I feel like it's super hard. Just cause like everyone's like different. Everyone has like a different type of PC. They're running different hertz most of the time, so it's like, and like I don't know, it's just harder. And you have like more keyboard freaks on PC. You don't even like have any like on console very much. So I feel like, I don't know, on console I feel like it's way easier to get Surge, but at the same time it's like it's hard because some, like for example, you'll be like mad stacked and like I don't know, just ready for endgame, and then out of nowhere you have some like brain dead console player, bro, just run at you for like no reason.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I've gone through that a lot. But yeah, that's just like how I feel about the difference between PC and console tournaments.
Grifs and Secruitt, what is the best platforms for console content? What do you think platform just like thrives for the type of content you guys make?
I feel like I know Secruit's answer, bro, but I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean, like platform? As you mean like PS5?
Social media?
No, right. So like,
oh,
because you're playing console and you're so good on console, which platform do you think is best to post on, like for your content?
YouTube 100%. YouTube definitely 100%. I feel like if you're to place really good in a solo cash when you post on YouTube, it's definitely gonna do really good. And I feel like even like streaming on Twitch will also like help out, but I feel like, I don't know, long term, YouTube's definitely the answer. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dashh has experience with that too, bro. Like Dashh is after placing in those cash cups, Dashh, your YouTube went crazy, right?
Yeah, I had like 150 subs, and I have like 14K now.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I think YouTube's 100% the place if you want to grow fan base. Obviously, like I'm popping on Twitch, but really, realistically, like what I always tell people is that you really need to grow on another platform first before going over to Twitch, because
I agree.
if you're not known either on Twitter or YouTube or something like that, it's going to be very hard to get a Twitch following, just because of the way the discoverability like algorithm works on there.
Yeah.
It's way easier on YouTube to sort of just blow up using like algorithm and tags and all that.
How do you think what do you think is the best way to gain a following? Like, what are some ways besides obviously you can place, but is there like, a way to reach that console target audience? Like,
I always say that Twitter's the place to start if like anyone's trying to build a following in terms of Fortnite, especially on console, because you basically have like 100% of the console kids on, or at least the people that like matter on Twitter. Like, there's obviously going to be randoms that aren't on Twitter, but and it, like the ability to interact that easily with that many people on console through like Twitter, I think is like the best way to start.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I feel like if you're just starting from like bottom, I feel like Twitter's definitely the place where to start. You can like post like crazy clips or whatever, like clutch ups, whatever, and I don't know, gradually just like grow your following by asking for like retweets and stuff like that, and also like just moving on over to YouTube like after Twitter and just like I don't know, being active on both of those like platforms, and then eventually move on to Twitch when you have like enough of a following to like, I don't know, start streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because if you start streaming and you already have maybe like 20, 40, 50 viewers, then it's going to be easier to grow because you'll get brought up more, discovered.
Yeah,
more,
well,
so.
I mean, I think with Twitter too, especially if you have an insane console clip, people find that really impressive. Even like PC players, they're like, wow, this kid just hit this on console, bro, and they'll gas it. Like there's been people that have really blown up, like having like an insane console clip or something, either in game or like creative, and then also obviously like placing in a cash cup and then like titling it, I placed in this on console is like huge too.
Yeah, that makes sense. How do you guys think or like how do you get on your first org? Like what are the steps you should take?
I for console specifically, I always say if you're not making content, then good luck getting on any org if you're on console. Like obviously PC it's different because there's so many different tournaments and you really can be signed as a competitive player. Like especially a lot of the people on Moon like are very good players and place a lot, and that's like value added to orgs. But for console specifically, since there's not that many events, it's like basically it's almost mandatory that you're making content alongside of playing and whatever you're doing. So like taking that next step of effort and like posting YouTube videos or streaming everything you're doing is going to be super important. And then obviously, like I think being the person to reach out to orgs is really important too. That's what I always tell everyone. It's like, don't wait for them to come to you, like make the connections now and then DM as many people as possible, because you really never know what's going to come out of it, and make sure you're sort of like advertising yourself and what value you add that you bring to any sort of org that you're going to be on, and like make sure they understand that you're on console, but that you also have like a very valuable asset to sort of bring to an organization.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, I really can't add anything to that either. Yeah, I agree with everything you just said.
So now that you're have grown your socials and you're placing, why should someone stay on console, or is that the right decision?
If you like build your following off a console person will be like loyal to you, like they'll want to watch all your videos and like see what you're doing. If you switch to PC, I feel like a lot of those people might leave your channel or streams or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely true, because like for example, I don't know, for example, Drops, for example, he when he first switched to PC, it like his channel views completely just like derailed. Like they just went completely like down.
Crazy, but they definitely decreased for sure.
Yeah. He pulls like really good views, but like compared to like what he put on console, it just like went down like really bad.
Right.
And I feel like if you're just like, I don't know how to explain it. If you're not like consistent with like, I don't know, cash cups and like just being placing a lot in like tournaments, I feel like it's not really worth to like move everything. Yeah, that's just basically how I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
well, I hope that cleared a lot of things up for like anyone who is trying to go pro or place well or join an org who is on console, because these are the 3 guys who have done it and are doing it. So thank you guys for answering those questions.
Yeah, that was sick. Thanks for having us, bro.
Of course.
Thank you,
Thank you, bro.